Stop lying to yourself. Not the small lies you tell others to stay polite, but the deep lies you whisper to yourself late at night when no one is watching. The lies that say you still have time, that tomorrow will be different without changing anything today, that your potential will somehow magically activate itself. These lies feel comfortable, but comfort is dangerous. It slowly steals your life without you even noticing. Most people are not destroyed by failure, they are destroyed by self-deception. You wake up every day with dreams in your heart, yet you make excuses that sound reasonable enough to silence your conscience. You say you are tired, unmotivated, unlucky, or misunderstood, but deep inside you know the truth. You are avoiding the discomfort of growth. Lying to yourself is easier than facing who you could become. You tell yourself that fear is caution, that procrastination is patience, that settling is stability. These lies slowly build a prison around your potential. Brick by brick, excuse by excuse, you construct a life far smaller than the one you are capable of living. And the worst part is not that the prison exists, it's that you call it reality. Stop pretending you don't know what you need to do. You know, you always have. The problem is not a lack of knowledge, it's a lack of honesty. Honesty requires courage. It requires you to look at your habits, your choices, and your mindset without filters. It forces you to admit that the life you want demands a version of you that you have been postponing. Every lie you tell yourself has a cost. The cost is time. The cost is self-respect. The cost is the quiet regret that grows louder with every year you delay your truth. You may fool others, but your soul keeps the score, and deep down you feel the weight of unfulfilled promises you made to yourself. You say you want success, but your daily actions don't match your words. You say you want peace, but you keep choosing chaos. You say you want change, but you protect your comfort zone like it's your identity. This contradiction is exhausting. Living a lie drains more energy than facing the truth ever will. Stop blaming circumstances. Stop blaming people. Stop blaming your past. These explanations may be partially true, but they are not useful. Responsibility is not about blame, it's about power. The moment you take responsibility, you take control. The moment you stop lying to yourself, you reclaim your power. Look at your life honestly, not with shame, but with clarity. Where are you settling? Where are you hiding? Where are you choosing easy over meaningful? These questions are uncomfortable, but they are necessary. Growth begins the moment excuses end. You were not born to live on autopilot. You were not created to survive weeks and count years. You were meant to be awake, intentional, and alive. But self-deception keeps you asleep. It convinces you that drifting is normal, that numbness is adulthood, that dissatisfaction is just how life is. It is not. The truth is simple but not easy. If you don't change your direction, you will end up exactly where you are heading. And lying to yourself does not change direction, it only delays the impact. The future you fear is built by the habits you excuse today. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation comes after action, not before it. Stop waiting for confidence. Confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is a lie you tell yourself to avoid starting. When you stop lying to yourself, you begin to hear something powerful, your inner voice. Not the fearful voice, not the lazy voice, but the honest one. The one that reminds you of your strength, your responsibility, and your potential. That voice has been trying to reach you for a long time. Truth will challenge you, but it will also free you. It will strip away false identities and expose uncomfortable realities. But in that exposure, you will find clarity. And clarity is the foundation of transformation. You don't need a new life. You need a new level of honesty. The moment you stop lying to yourself is the moment your life begins to change. Once you stop lying to yourself, something shifts inside you. The world doesn't magically change, but you do. You stop negotiating with your conscience. You stop explaining away your responsibilities. You stop pretending that small compromises don't matter. Because now you see clearly, every choice is shaping the person you are becoming. Honesty brings discomfort before it brings peace. At first, it feels heavy. You see the gap between who you are and who you know you could be. But that gap is not meant to shame you. It is meant to guide you. It shows you the direction of your growth. You begin to understand that discipline is not punishment, it is self-respect. Saying no to distractions is saying yes to your future. Letting go of excuses is making room for progress. Living truthfully means aligning your actions with your values, even when it's hard. When you stop lying to yourself, you stop chasing validation. You no longer need applause to feel worthy. You measure success by integrity, not attention. You begin to build a quiet confidence that does not depend on approval because it is rooted in honesty. Your relationships improve when you stop lying to yourself. You stop tolerating what drains you. You stop giving energy to what no longer aligns with you. You stop expecting others to fix what you refuse to face. Boundaries become clearer when self-respect becomes non-negotiable. You also begin to forgive yourself, not as an excuse, but as a reset. Forgiveness allows you to move forward without dragging guilt behind you. You accept your past without letting it define your future. You learn from it, then release it. Living honestly does not mean being perfect. It means being aware. It means catching yourself when you slip back into old patterns and choosing again. Progress is not linear, but honesty keeps you moving. You will face resistance. Old habits will fight to survive. Comfort will try to pull you back. But now you recognize these forces for what they are, tests of commitment. And every time you choose truth over comfort, you grow stronger. Stop blaming yourself about what you deserve. You deserve a life built on intention, not avoidance. You deserve peace that comes from alignment, not distraction. You deserve confidence that comes from effort, not illusion. The greatest transformation does not happen overnight. It happens daily in quiet moments when you choose honesty over ease, when you do the hard thing even when no one is watching, when you keep promises to yourself even when it would be easier to break them. One day, you will look back at this moment and realize it was the turning point, not because everything changed instantly, but because you did. You stopped lying to yourself, and in that honesty, you finally began to live. The truth may be uncomfortable, but it is powerful, and once you choose it, there is no limit to what you can become.